I think
go ahead.
A big thing, if we're going to speak on like long-term relationships or marriage, men are expected to be the strong one, the one that handles everything, but not necessarily always get the support they need to do that. He should not be that all by himself, basically, in my opinion. Like, I feel like he can't carry all that by himself all the time. So, and men are taught to be strong and not show weakness and not to be emotional and not to express their feelings. Like especially their feelings is weak. So, if they're feeling overwhelmed with it, they just gotta take it.
And then we have all these expectations that we need to meet to become our woman's piece. And it's like, if we fall short of that, then we're failing as a man. Like, they don't, like, I feel that some women, they don't attack you as a person. They attack you as a man, if that makes sense. So instead of them being like, you're not handling this, they tend to be like, men aren't shit.
Hey, it's Mesia.
And I'm Omar, and you're listening or watching Marriage No Chaser.
We're going to share with you our uncut version of marriage from our own experiences and what marriage is teaching us every day.
And like always, we're going to take a shot.
I don't know why I think that's so funny. We need a new intro.
I'm saying we gotta liven it up.
Mm-mm.
Shots is just not your thing.
No. Nope.
Boom. And on this week's episode is going to be His Piece, Becoming His Piece. Something like that.
We're going to talk about being his piece. That's the title. Be his piece.
And we're not talking like side piece.
Like, no one's thinking that. That's a thing people
you
say.
Don't know.
That's the thing people say. Be his piece.
Okay, but you don't know what everybody's thinking. So I just wanted to clarify.
Well, they would have figured it out when we started talking about it. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with you. So, no side pieces. Why would we even? Never mind. Okay.
So you don't want a side piece? Okay. Anyway. All right. So, do women what?
I was gonna.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you go.
Pieces.
No, go ahead.
Maybe this is a different episode.
No, it's not.
Okay. I can't. Okay. So basically, we're going to talk about the societal expectations of men. Why are you looking at me like that?
I was just looking at you.
And like how it affects them, and basically like the first question is like, do women expect too much in relationships?
Yes and no.
In your opinion, I'm sorry.
In my opinion, yes and no. I say that because I'm kind of like, I'm in the middle.
Hold on. I want you to speak of, so I don't want to make it between us. Like, yeah, we have what are saying it, like as far as how it goes with us, but I want it to be more of like a broad society type thing. So like,
okay, so I'll give my opinion first, and then a broad society point of view second, If that's cool.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah.
Just let me hey, just let me rip the mic. All right, so
you be weird on camera.
But you are acting like this is 100% me though. This is how I act though.
It's you, but it's like a weird version of you. You get a little weird behind camera.
No, I would say it's a more corny version of me.
Because weird, corny, whatever. You're a
that's
little different behind
that's
camera
different.
versus like authentically. If we had people over and we were talking to people, like actual people, you're a little bit different than when you're on camera. But anyway,
Just
go
like
ahead.
you change your voice on camera. But we're not, I
Do
digress. I digress.
No, I don't. I do it on the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Do women expect too much in relationships? From my personal opinion, I think I'm in the middle. I just feel like women, they expect a man to be... Okay, so I'm going to just put it in societal terms. So they expect a man to be a provider.
That's why I said to say it.
Okay, I get it. My thoughts were gonna align, but okay. So they want men to be a provider.
Most women, not all.
Most women, they want men to be a provider, to take care of all their bills, to pretty much be the breadwinner, to be the man, fix everything in the house, and. My thing about that is, if we're gonna go with those,
that's it. That's all they expect.
I'm just
asking.
Let me get my shit off.
Sorry. That don't sound like a lot.
So what do you think? Since the question's for you,
the question is for you first. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, fam.
I was being rude. Let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk.
All right. So, what was I saying?
They may want men to pay for everything and fix things in the house.
They also want them to be 6'3".
That is not anything anyone can help.
Yeah, but
what?
I'm just all right. I'm just saying, like, I was just throwing out a random. But those are the two I said are the two major things. Well, at least that I've been seeing around social media. Okay, so what else? No, go ahead, chime in.
Social media is big on like strong men that got money to pay for everything I want and need. Gotta make more than her and gotta
please her in the bedroom.
Well, you know what?
I feel like that's
both sides though.
Okay.
So, what?
But I'm saying, like, I feel like that is an expectation for a woman. Like, you got to have a 6-figure income. You got to make sure that you drive a nice car and all this type of shit.
I was thinking of the song, but anyway.
I don't know. It's funny.
Never mind.
But go ahead. Continue what you were saying, babe.
You said 6-figure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, I'm waiting for you to finish your train of thought.
So, I can't because you interrupted it and I don't remember what my train of thought was. But basically that most women want a man that has money. That's the big thing. A man that has money, a man that's strong but also is like understanding and caring. And like
you can't. Okay, so you can't have it both ways.
No, it's I know,
opinion.
But I'm saying, do most women expect too much from men in a relationship? I think, it depends on the person.
See, that's why I said yes and no.
Yes and no. I feel like I don't think I expect too much, but I'm not even gonna look at you.
Okay, so
but like,
so
there's
put
a lot
it in
of women out there
societal
that
views, though.
The big thing out there right now, I feel like that is too much pressure on men. I feel like you expect him to be able to provide solely in what, I don't know, women.
So like the things I've been seeing is pretty much
you gotta be rich.
A man takes care of the bills, And then if the woman is working,
She pay for whatever she wants.
exactly. So
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, I get that. That's fine by me. But then what are you doing at home? Are you taking care of the house? Are you taking care of the kids?
That is true.
So if I'm gonna be in that point of view of, well, a man has to be a provider and do all this stuff, well then if you're not taking care of the shit at home, how can you expect a man to do that? So if you don't know how to cook, clean, take care of children, how can you expect a man to be a breadwinner if you can't take care of those things?
Right.
So I think that's why I said like I'm like kind of in the middle. Like, do they expect too much? Yes, but then also no, because if you can do the cook, the clean, and all the stuff like that, then I don't
If
have
y'all
a problem.
both are bringing in what you need to bring in, then yeah. But a lot of women expect. There's always like what they expect, but then it's like, are you bringing anything to the table?
Yeah,
I can see that, but there's also a lot of women out there that bring something to the table and they know what they want.
yes,
So I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about.
but
for
we're
the
talking about
women,
be his piece. That was just a question.
but I'm not
but-
okay. But I'm not talking about for the woman that knows what she wants.
Right? You're talking
Because-
about the women that don't.
Yeah, so for like the women that know what they want, they obviously bring more to the table than just fucking good pussy, honestly.
That is a thing.
Like it's just wild to me. Like, some women think that shit, he needs to provide all of this, and all I gotta do is just show up and just have some fire. That's not gonna keep a man in your corner. Like, that's just crazy to me. They can expect too much, but then I can't fault them for having high expectations. But if you're bringing nothing to the table, you cannot expect high expectations from that man.
They assume that they look good and they got that fire, that they deserve everything.
No, yeah, exactly. No, that's not how it works, though.
That's what I feel like music and celebrities make it look like, but that's not necessarily. And a lot of the younger people think that's what it is, and it's
I
not.
can see that. It's not
It's a myth.
because
It
like
don't work out like that.
if the only thing you offering is some fire, some WAP, there's plenty of women out here with it.
He said,
You ain't the only
"Wow."
one. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, you're not the only one with it. So what are you bringing to the table it's like a job application. What are you doing that's gonna set yourself apart from everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and being a provider for the men, like, we have to stop on our end. We have to stop catering to females, if that makes sense.
Men just be dropping money.
Exactly.
That's a big thing. So with us, I mean, we were young. We didn't really have the opportunity to really date around and all that. But I feel like a big thing these days is like men got to be able to drop hella money when they're like dating.
What? Are you,
What? I've been watching.
Bro, you old as shit.
Anyway, I don't remember what I was watching earlier, but I feel like courting was the word that came to mind. Dating.
I did. Hey, you've been sipping on that cup. I poured a little bit too much, and you took one gulp, and you just
Shut up.
Anyway,
when they're dating, it's like I see a lot of, like the big thing. It's a social media thing, really. Social media has a lot to do with it. Like people are out here like, oh, my man paid for my hair and my nails, and hair and nails is not cheap. So there's like other dudes think they gotta drop money like that. It's like not everybody got it like that to be dropping it, and it's not a requirement. That like that's not gonna make you marriage material because you got money.
yeah,
So it's like if we're speaking on marriage, like that ain't it. Even long term, like there ain't nothing real there if you just worried about money.
yeah.
But we're talking about peace right now.
Okay.
I think
Go ahead.
a big thing, if we're gonna speak on like long-term relationships or marriage, men are expected to be the the strong one, the one that handles everything, but not necessarily always get the support they need to do that.
Mm-hmm. So a man's mental health.
I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah.
Oh, my fault.
I was actually gonna skip that and bring that up at last, but we can bring it up. I meant to change that when I put it on here.
Okay. I mean, yes,
but
we can go to what you were saying, the world's views, and then we have mental health.
I don't even know what the fuck I was saying.
Okay, so like,
what did I say?
Like how like a man should be, like how the world views. This is how a man should be.
He should not be that all by himself, basically, in my opinion. Like, I feel like he can't carry all that by himself all the time. So, and men are taught to be strong and not show weakness and not to be emotional and not to express their feelings. Like especially their feelings is weak. So, if they're feeling overwhelmed with it, they just got to take it. And there's different ways they try to handle that, which lead to like just their mental health being.
I thought we were hitting that last.
Well, you brought it up, so I was going to bring it in there.
All right.
So like, it takes a toll on their mental health. With you, I don't think I've ever really expected you. We already talked about my issues with trying to be the one that takes care of everything myself. Mm-hmm. So, not necessarily in our situation, but I feel like even this shit move off my head.
I don't know.
I felt something move. I think it moved on my head. Anyway, with you, you want me to let you take the reins, right? But at the same time, I'm aware of if you are dealing with too much. I try to make it a point to be there and support you and try to see what you need from me, because that's more of a recent thing for me though. Mm-hmm. Because I've also been focused on my own crap, and I forget that you have your living life and you have your own stuff too. So like, as far as being his peace, like be his support system, be there, even if he doesn't want to talk about it, or notice that he is going through something. A lot of men, I don't know, maybe drink or they get irritable or both, or like you guys try to cope with it in different ways. That leads to infidelity a lot of the time, where they don't feel like they can come to you for the whatever they're dealing with, so they feel like they need to go somewhere else to deal with it. So being his pieces, I feel like, has a lot to do with supporting him in his mental state. I don't know if I said that right. Like,
I mean, you said a lot. I mean, and I fully agree with that. I feel like I'm gonna just say it. Fuck it. As a black man.
Well, you can only speak as a black man. Just saying.
I get that. Okay. But yeah, as a black man, I feel like we're already going through a lot when it comes to just being black and a man. Like, we're already going through so much when we're getting killed constantly, or when we're looked at a certain way, when we're looked at as aggressive all the time. So that's already playing a big factor in our minds. So with that, we already have all of that shit, and we kind of don't, I mean, I haven't met any that has opened up about experiences they've been through when it comes to like police brutality and shit like that, or just any racism that they just were just hurt by. I haven't came across people like that. So that's already playing a big factor in them, in the society, in the worldview. Then we get down to relationship, and then we have all these expectations that we need to meet to become our woman's piece. And it's like, if we fall short of that, then we're failing as a man. Like, they don't, like, I feel that some women, they don't attack you as a person. They attack you as a man, if that makes sense. So instead of them being like, you're not handling this, they tend to be like, men aren't shit. Like, or you men ain't shit, or shit like that.
You're less of a man because you're not handling this. Is that
Yes.
what you mean?
That's exactly what I mean. So then it's like, okay, now I have the world beating me up about me being a black man, and then now I have you, the person that I want to confide in,
Or not confiding.
that's beating me up as a man. So then who do I go to? And like you were saying, that's when the cheating and just seeking other women's attention, that's where a lot of that comes from, because they
Not
feel,
to excuse it.
yeah, not to excuse it, but that's when they're like, okay, that's not, I can't even open myself up to come to you because the way you treat me. And then if they, like,
Or
as
they're
a man,
afraid that you won't see.
yeah, you won't see their
For
side.
some reason, they don't feel comfortable coming to you. Like, is it the way that you're talking to them, or like?
It could be anything. The way you're talking to them. It could be you're going through your own thing and you kind of just brush it off. And that's how men are affected. So then they're like, okay, so men is like, you know what, I'm going to go seek outside approval. Someone that's going to...
Not necessarily approval. Though.
Not approval, but someone that's just going to sit down, listen to me, and...
Or not even. Just someone that doesn't judge. You feel like you're not being judged by.
Exactly. And I feel like it's easier to go to women with those problems than it is for me as a man to go to another man about my problems. Because
So
I feel
going to another woman, or
just, I feel like, okay.
I feel like, well, my perspective. I'm sorry.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So if I'm coming to you and you're just ignoring the fuck out of me, you're not giving me any time of day when it comes to how I'm feeling, I feel like there's sometimes with men that you cannot go to another man because you're gonna be looked at as less than a man. So I'm not gonna even go to a man. I'm gonna go to a woman that's gonna be understanding of how I feel, and that's gonna let me be vulnerable with them.
I feel like men don't necessarily talk to anyone. They just want relief, so they go to another woman who they know doesn't know nothing about what they're going through or what they
Vice
failed
versa.
at.
I'll give you that too. I'll give you. You can't say every man, but that's why I said some. Some do that, and some do what you do or what you said.
I ain't do nothing.
But like for me in my situation, in our relationship, I had a lot of outside pressures, and that kind of affected me because then that made me feel that I wasn't good enough for you.
Yeah.
And yes, I understand the expectations of being like a father. You know, I have a daughter now, so I'm gonna expect the world from her. But then
For her.
What I say?
From her.
Oh, for her. And I'm like, I'm going to have my biases for the boys, men, whatever she fucking chooses. But then I'm also going to be more understanding because of the shit that I was put through with you. And
Oh, dang.
that kind of like played a part of how I am now. So now I feel like I have to take care of everything because one, the world said that, and I really don't, social media, all that shit, I can care less. But then like
That's still
someone
considered
close
the world, but
to you said that I need to be this way. So like I had to be like, you know what? I have to be this way. And I feel like as a black man or as a man in general, we need more male mentors and influencers to come and mentor us, honestly, so that way we can grow.
Positive examples.
Yes, positive examples, so that way we can grow and be able to not only learn how to be vulnerable with our woman, but then also be vulnerable around other men.
But as women, we need to be the backbone. It shouldn't all be on you.
I agree with that.
Another big thing is respect.
Preach.
Well, we were reading a book. We didn't really finish it yet. But, like, a big thing for men, like, we want love. Men want respect. Like, respect equals love to them. Like, they feel disrespected. They don't feel like you value them.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he's messing up on something, instead of coming in and telling him how he ain't shit and he need to do better, try to be understanding in the situation. See where he's coming from. Talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying so I don't know what the hell.
Okay, so,
but like basically, be understanding. Talk about it. Like, no one's perfect. If it's a reoccurring thing, find a solution. Maybe that's something you're better at, or maybe you can work together to figure it out. But it's like, life happens. We're all human, men and women. So, like, it's like, I don't know. I feel like men are expected to do things and be good at them because they're men. And then, well, same thing for women, too. But I feel like then you guys can't lean on anyone. You're not supposed to be weak.
Yeah.
So, instead of him having to even come to you, just go to him and let him know, hey, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been trying to do.
I think one thing you're good at, but I don't think you know you do. It's like, let me put it in sports terms. You're like a coach.
I'm dead.
Like, I don't know how to explain it any easier, but you're like a coach to me. So, like, when I fuck up or when I'm not handling something I need to handle, instead of bashing me, you kind of teach me how to do it. If that makes sense.
I guess. I didn't know I did that either.
So, like, okay, finances, for example. We already said that I was terrible with finances.
Right.
I mean, we aren't the
We
best.
argued about it, though. I wouldn't say
Yes. Let me finish. We argued about it, right?
Let me take this compliment in. I'm sorry.
And we go back and forth. But then finally, you kind of showed me, like, the importance of saving, the importance of putting money aside, and also not buying things that we necessarily don't need
At the time. Yeah.
at the time. But then I also showed you that we got to live a little sometimes. But you know what I mean? Like, but those are like some of the things that I feel that we are very good at. We both teach each other, regardless of the situation. And
It's not always initially like that. But
yeah, it's not.
Gets to that.
It gets to that point.
Yeah.
But back to respect. Yes, you were right about the whole a woman needs love and a man needs respect. Respect is like the backbone of a man. Like, I don't like
I think it's not, I don't want to say it's an ego thing.
it's like our biggest thing is like not to be disrespected. Like,
It is an ego thing.
I wouldn't say it's an ego thing. It's more of a respect. It's more of a like who I am as a person. You're like, I will not tolerate any disrespect from anyone on any level. So like when someone disrespects you, like that's like it's like crossing a line.
Well, it's not
almost.
just anyone, because if it's your partner, then it's disrespect hits different.
Yes. When it's someone you care about, it definitely hits different. Because if it's Joe Smo, like, being disrespectful, like, I can easily check Joe Smo. But then when it's my significant other, I can't just be like, I can't just press up on you like, yo, I'm gonna just beat your ass because you being disrespectful type shit.
I mean, some men.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
That's not funny in any way. I don't know why I laughed.
Yeah,
But
cut it out. What? Anyway, but like when a woman disrespects a man, I feel like, or when his woman disrespects him, yeah, I think I said that
you
right.
said when a woman disrespects a man.
Okay,
You
anyway.
were right the first time.
When a woman disrespects a man, it's more
A
like
man she's in a relationship with.
yes, it's more hurtful because the man tends to let down his guard,
Yep.
become more vulnerable to that woman. And when that happens and they get disrespected,
It's a slap in the face.
it's a slap in the face. So now, okay, cool. Now I'm going to be hard as shit and then I'm going to treat you bad. If that makes sense. You disrespect me, okay, you're going to spit in my face?
Then you disrespect back. Got it.
Exactly. And there's no winning to that. Like, don't do that shit because there's no winning. So, if you, and it's hard, and as hard as it is for me to say this, as a man, like, you have to go up to your woman and be like, I don't like when you disrespect me because of whatever she did or whatever happened. And it sucks to do that because then some women take advantage of that. And they make it seem like, oh, he a bitch, he ain't shit. So that's why men don't be doing that shit. For what? Why? Why should I need to do that shit?
Because that's expressing feelings.
It does. Yes, I'm expressing my feelings, but then it's also
I'm saying
like
that's the issue. You saying that you feel the way about whatever they did, that's being emotional.
yes, but like man,
Not that it's bad, but society says you shouldn't be.
I give it to society, but then if I'm gonna express myself and then you're gonna disrespect me again, all right, I feel like
I feel like women have a hard time seeing their fault. Sometimes. Oh, everyone has a hard time seeing their fault.
mm-hmm.
But I feel like, in my experience, I have a hard time seeing my fault sometimes.
Nigga, that is 100%.
I didn't need you to rub it
sorry.
in. I said it. I didn't need you to just fucking co-sign it.
I apologize.
Anyway, I can relate to that in some ways too, though, because I feel like I'm not as vulnerable. Not necessarily because I feel like I can't be, but I just think of that as weakness too. So I feel like that's another reason why I'm kind of more understanding, because I know what it's like to kind of let your guard down and then somebody disrespects you. And it's like, dang, well, I was out here exposing myself to you and you just out here shitting on me. So, like, I don't know. Me personally, I can really relate to that.
I think I can relate to like both sides of it.
Because you deal with me.
No, I'm talking about like for me personally.
Oh, what do you mean?
No shit. If you would let me explain that.
I just said, what do you mean? Because that's all you said.
So there's times where I will express myself and not be heard. And then I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just not going to do it no more.
So not be heard as in, like, you just don't think I get it?
You don't get it, and then you don't try to change what
Well, if I'm not
happened.
trying to change it, it's probably because I didn't get it.
But even when you do get it, and you do
Are
understand.
you sure I got it?
There's been plenty of conversations where conversation on the couch. You
Okay,
get
that's
it.
different.
Okay, but I'm saying
something
okay,
else.
But I'm
Okay.
saying you get it,
Yeah.
but you won't change.
There are options to change, but you don't like those either. But we're not going into that.
Okay,
I don't want to go
anyway,
into that.
anyway.
Let's not go there. Okay. Well, that'll be another
okay.
episode.
So then it's like, okay, well then fuck it. I'm just gonna remove myself and just become distant.
And that's a problem for me. That doesn't make anything better, distancing yourself.
It doesn't.
But we're talking about being his piece. So where are we with being
Okay.
peace?
So then if I'm being distant, that means obviously the woman has to step up. There has to be a transition. If he's backing off, but you like a woman knows when her man still wants them. A woman knows that. If that makes sense.
What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Are you that drunk?
No. What do you mean? Okay, go ahead. Keep talking.
No. Ask your question so I can explain further.
What I said, what are you talking about?
Okay, so if I become distant, right?
You said, am I drunk? I'm dead. Anyway.
If I become distant, right?
Yeah.
You know that I still love you. You know that I still...
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Okay.
You know I still want the relationship, but I'm being hella distant. I'm being very short.
But
and all that.
sometimes when...
But a woman has to become more aggressive to, like, obviously get her man back. If that makes sense.
Not necessarily, because sometimes people are distant. They really want their space. So it's hard to tell if you want your space. You have to really know your, I guess.
Yes, you have to know your.
Because then you might get
person.
some backlash from like if you trying to push for something that they're not ready for.
But if I'm being distant,
are we talking about each other? Are we talking about each other? Because we talking about they.
100%.
When you be distant,
if I'm being distant,
listen. When you be distant, I don't know if it's safe to approach. Because sometimes it is safe to approach, but it's either I'm gonna blow up the argument or I'm a help. So like I don't know if I rather not risk blowing it up because then it turns into something more. Then there's just more energy have to be put into it. I just don't be having the energy to be arguing with your ass because we be doing the back and forth and
but if
shit gets messy.
But if that distance was creating something else. So if I'm expecting you...
Something else.
If I'm expecting you to at least come to me and I'm being distant and you're not coming.
So I should come to you and test the waters, and if you angry, I'm gonna leave.
Something like that.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, I learned something new today, y'all. Because I feel like old Omar. I feel like I'm so stuck on the Omar that be so angry that usually when you distance yourself, you want to be left alone.
Yeah, but that's when it depends on like how I am though. Like
exactly,
I get that. I get that.
I don't know that,
but you know, like when I have that, I see red. Like I don't care. Nothing can stop. Red. But that's that. When I get to that point, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be bothered by you.
You don't see red unless it's something big. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about seeing red. I'm talking about just being angry. Seeing red and being angry is different.
There's a difference. Okay.
There's infuriated and there's angry.
Back to what we were saying. It depends on
peace.
Be his peace. It depends on his. It depends on the female's approach.
We were talking about respect. Let's just go all the way back. We were talking about respect. Are we done with respect?
Hey, we would have. Hey,
obviously, we having some disagreements right now. We needed to hash out a little bit.
Facts.
Anyway, for me, I feel like I've learned that. Well, first of all, I don't even know when I be disrespectful sometimes, but certain things that can be disrespectful.
Because you have a quick ass tongue.
Can we not?
I'm just saying, like you said.
There's just things that I'm starting to understand the male's perspective more, which is helpful. Being in a relationship with a male, that you are expected to be a certain way, and you're trying to be a certain way, and I need to understand that the way I approach certain things needs to be worded in a certain way, to where you're not feeling like I am disrespecting or attacking you.
Okay. So my thought process behind that was, from you and for everybody else that does this, don't approach the situation how you would approach it. Approach it from their side.
And it's the thing though, I do a lot, believe it or not. I try. No, I feel like I put myself in other people's shoes a lot. Don't look at me like that. I don't. Okay, not always when it comes to you, but I do it a lot. Like, I try to understand where someone's coming from. I try to understand why they are the way they are sometimes. Doesn't mean I'm always patient with it.
I'm not saying put yourself in their shoes and understand why they are the way they are. But I'm saying understand their approach. Okay, go ahead. Done. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just saying I try to see things differently. Like, not just I see things a certain way, but I'm like, you know what? Let me sit back and think. Like, this could be something else. Let me not jump to conclusions. Not all the time though, but I try not to jump to conclusions.
95% of the time.
And be understanding to your side of things. So, in terms of being your peace, being understanding and realizing that maybe I shouldn't freak out about something before actually talking to you about it, helps with the disrespect thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you pause so long?
I was thinking, just if you want to be respected, like, be respectful, period.
But it's not always just, some of the disrespect is not always on purpose and we don't even realize it's disrespect sometimes.
Yeah, but then also you got to
put blame disrespect, like, nigga, you ain't shit, you can't do this and this and that, and throwing shots in the middle of an argument because you mad. That's not helpful for anything.
But just put yourself in your significant other's shoes before communicating something, because they can interpret it different and it may come up as disrespectful or things of that nature.
Just calm yourself down. We can't talk about this last episode. Or the episode before last. Basically, I'm talking too much.
I said you thinking too much.
Just calm yourself down and really think things through before you say something. If it's something that really upsets you, really think about it before you say it. Be understanding. Communication is key to everything.
Yeah.
But okay, moving on from disrespect, because that we clearly went over that.
And tangent and rambling.
A big thing that men are expected to do is shower their woman with gifts, spoil their woman, cater to them, make sure everything is good with them. Happy wife, happy life.
I was trying to think the man side. I don't remember.
They're happy spouse, happy house. That's what it should be.
Stupid.
That's what I'm saying though.
Happy wife.
Who cares
life.
what?
Anyway,
but the big thing is like happy wife, happy life. You shower your wife with gifts. You give her the world. But like, who's giving the man anything? Like, men plan dates, buy all these gifts, but they need gifts too. They human. They want nice things and they want to.
No, we don't. We don't need nothing. We men.
Oh, okay. Well,
we just need a T-bone steak.
This episode is over then. I'm dead.
But
deep down inside, men want to feel loved in that way too. They want to be spoiled. They want to be showered. And that's a big thing. No one talks about showering men. Well, I see it more on social media sometimes.
Bruh, it just shit for men, bro. Pay for his haircut. Compliment him on his haircut. Just like a woman likes to go get her hair done and her nails done. Damn, baby, you look good. Little shit like that. Like,
I don't need that, but all right. Maybe I do.
Cap.
I don't be expecting it. That's the thing.
You don't expect. We don't
expect it.
You think that's something I expect from you?
Just like flowers. I don't like flowers, y'all. I think I'm the only woman out there that don't like flowers.
But I'm saying, do you think I expect you to be like, oh damn, you sexy? No. All I expect from you is to, hey, footballs, just give me, you know what I'm saying, football Sunday, football Saturday, I need some wings and some beer and some alcohol. I'm good.
That's the thing. No one talks about women getting things for men. Well, people do. Not everyone. It's a big thing to shower your woman with gifts and happy wife, happy life. But happy house, happy spouse. That goes both ways. If everyone's happy, the house is happy.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't confuse what we're trying to say is expect happiness from them. We're not trying to say that.
No, be their peace. And everybody's happy.
Yeah, like
be their safe spot. Be their peace. Be somewhere where they can just let go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have anything to say about the?
No, I don't have nothing to say. So how the things?
Okay, I'm gonna say it because my question.
All right, my fault.
I snapped at you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
I'm
just
sorry.
so disrespectful.
No.
We're gonna
So,
talk about this off
with
air.
that being said, really?
No.
Okay. With that being said, how can I, Tamesia, be Omar's piece?
The biggest thing, or let me give you my top 3.
Oh, Lord. Omar always has a list, so.
It's just how my brain works. Number 1 would just be learn to shut up.
How's that make me being your piece?
Bro, you talk way too much. You think you have the right solution for every solution.
So don't try to salute.
Don't try to solve everything.
Try to solve.
Don't try to solve everything, but also, and you're doing it now. You're just talking.
Sorry.
You asked me the question.
I'm sorry.
So, don't try to solve everything. Actually, listen to what I'm trying to say. Okay. No?
Oh, now I can talk. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, you can say
I was just saying, don't try to solve everything. I was trying to say that, but I said don't salute.
Anyway.
I meant solution.
Anyway. Yeah, that's like one of the things that I need you to stop doing is stop having a rebuttal for everything I have to say. So number 2 would be
I don't know. Don't look at me. You said you had 3.
yeah, just listening to me, man.
That was the same thing.
No.
Shut
Shutting
up
up
and listen, you said.
No, shutting up, just stop talking. Like literally, like
You
what
be
you're doing right now.
silent, so-
What you're doing right now. Yeah. But actually listening to what I have to say. That's my number 2. You talking and then you listening. Sometimes you just need to get out your own way and listen to what I have to say and how I feel about myself. Number 3 for you would be affection.
Yeah. Being peace has to. Okay. Yeah.
That has to do with my peace. Like I need you to be more affectionate. Yeah, those are my top 3.
All right. That being said,
do you have anything to add?
No, I can't say.
No,
what
I'm saying. Oh my gosh.
No, I have nothing else to add.
But I'm saying, for our viewers, how they can learn to be his peace.
We talked about it. I ain't got nothing else.
All right, so I guess it's affirmation time.
Oh shit! Damn it! Affirmation.
Yeah, I ain't got one.
You really don't either?
No.
Because we've been recording back to back.
And you've been getting on my nerves.
We haven't really been communicating very well the last few days.
Well, actually, I got mine.
Even though you mad at me the last couple of days.
Anyway, so mine's is...
I was starting mine. That was me starting mine.
All right.
The last couple of days you've been distant, and apparently I should have not let you be distant. Anyway, that's beside the point. You made dinner today, even though you probably hate me.
Other day too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about today when you upset. You made dinner. And not everybody is like that, because some people are petty. I can be petty. But I make dinner anyway, too, if I had to. Never mind.
Cap. That is cap.
If I'm mad at you and it's my turn to cook, I would cook.
Bro, I didn't cook the last 3 days. What are you talking about?
We bought food yesterday, fam. So how did you cook it?
Oh, yeah, we did. Go ahead. I digress.
Thank you for cooking dinner today, even though you probably wish I choked on mine.
Never said that.
That's what it feel like, the way you be giving them silent treatments or whatever the hell it was.
Bro, I don't even be doing silent treatment.
It just be distant as fuck.
Bro, we just sitting next to each other.
Cold and dark.
We were having conversations.
Barely.
Okay.
Anyway.
Thank
Thank you.
Well, Nah, I feel like that was a terrible affirmation.
Okay, hold on, let me find out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. My affirmation was, thank you for leaving me the fuck alone.
Oh my god! But you just got done preaching about how you don't want to be left alone.
Let me explain. Shut up and let me explain.
Y'all,
so,
I'm so confused.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
gosh.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, I finally, like, how do I say it? No, you know what? Not even just giving me my space. Just thank you for just letting me just have some relaxation time. Aside from what we're beefing about right now, you've been giving me time to just get back into things and not expect me to do everything when I get back from work.
Cause we had a lot to do, but I ain't saying nothing.
Like, thank you for allowing me to just relax.
You're welcome.
I'm not saying you're welcome for what you said, because I feel like that was borderline.
You don't want to be thanked for making dinner. I feel like low key you be doing like you be helping out, you be doing all this stuff, and I be feeling like you just be in your head to be like, fuck you. I ain't want to do none of this shit, but you be doing it anyway. That's why I said that. I feel like you need to thank you for that.
I guess. Thank you.
Okay, maybe not, but
Okay.
that was. You said, I guess, thank you.
Just well, thank you, honey. Well, I guess that's the end of this week's episode.
Yeah, now I'm feeling the liquor a little bit. But anyway, please like, subscribe, share, comment, message us with any suggestions, concerns, I don't know. Whatever you want to say. I mean, yeah.
There's future topics that you guys want us to cover.
Anything,
honestly.
You can follow us.
Tell us we're doing a great job, honestly.
Yeah. And you can follow us on Instagram at Marriage No Chaser.
And also on all podcast streaming platforms.
You can find this. Yeah, but I thought you were going to go with the Facebook. I thought this was
You can also follow us on Facebook at Marriage No Chaser.
We never get that shit right, but yeah.
Yeah, because you always start it off and you just be like all over the place.
But then you started off and be...
We'll see.
Whatever.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.